Hi all, this is Vaishnavi from Savita School of Management and I'm here to give you a short brief about this week's news articles. So let's first look into the headlines. Amazon is expecting customers to pay their products and services through digital currencies. Bangalore-based Biocon is expecting full marketing authorization for their medicine itolizumab. 16,527 companies have been struck off during the month of April 2020 to June 2021 as dormant companies. SoftBank backed up Unacademy is acquiring Rio TV. Nirmala Sitharaman says no to currency printing. Instagram is now making private account as default for 16 years old. Tokyo's COVID-19 cases rise by 2,848 due to Olympics. WhatsApp is now coming up with a new update for archived chats. Now let's get into the news briefing. Amazon users can now pay for their products and services through blockchain technology. Digital currencies like Bitcoin, blockchain, and distributed ledger are now welcomed into the Amazon's platform for customers to pay for their products and services. AWS, that is Amazon's Web Services, is into the research and development process of getting technological innovation. People are now using credit cards, debit cards, and other payment modes to get products and services online. With proper research and development, we'll soon be able to get products through Amazon for bitcoins, cryptocurrencies, and other digital currencies. This is going to enhance the customer experience as well as ensure customers' optimization is still guaranteed. Even companies like Tesla, Twitter, and Apple are going to come up with this strategy. Bangalore-based Biocon is expecting a full marketing authorization for their new medicine itolizumab. Itolizumab is a particular drug used for treating COVID-19 patients from the moderate to severe category. This drug is expected to get a full marketing authorization from the DCGI, that is Drugs Controller General of India. Now we are using remdesivir and tocilizumab as the medicines for COVID-19 and this is used only for emergency purposes. If this particular drug, that is itolizumab, gets approval, this is going to be the first ever drug in India to get a full marketing authorization. Arun Chandravarkar, the managing director of this company, has stated that this particular drug is in their 4th stage of research in over 300 patients. Once tested, it will have less side effects and it will be available for full authorization. Even Sun Pharma, another company, is expecting this particular authorization. This particular drug is used for treating autoimmune diseases like psoriasis. If authorized, it will soon be available to treat moderate to severe COVID-19 cases also in India. Next up with the third news. 16,527 companies have been struck off as dormant from the month of April 2020 to June 2021. It is noted that as per the Companies Act 2013, Section 248, there should be valid reasons to struck off a company as dormant. A dormant is a company's status given for a business which is basically they were not active before the previous or preceding 2 financial years. It was noted that 16,527 companies have been struck off as dormant last year. And also it was also noted with another statistics that the profits which a company had as well as the losses which a company incurred were almost quite similar last year. So as per Rao Indrajit, that is the Minister of State and Corporate Affairs, has stated that rules have to be updated much more clearly in order to ensure that no company is left behind as dormant. SoftBank backed up Unacademy has now acquired Rio TV. Rio TV is a gaming platform fully dedicated for full-time gaming professionals for getting engagement as well as monetization. This was launched in August 2019. Since its launch itself, more than 5 million users have been successfully using this platform. This platform was recently acquired by Unacademy. As we know, Unacademy is a famous Indian platform for education. Investors like Lightspeed India Partners, Sequa Capital and Redbus have fully exited from this acquisition. Post the acquisition period, the founders Saksham Keshri and Prakash Kumar are going to join another company called Relevel. Relevel is nothing but another group of Unacademy known for job seekers. So let's get into the next briefing. Nirmala Sitharaman says no to currency printing. It was predicted by experts of finance that India is going to expect more currencies printed soon due to COVID-19 crisis. It was noted that GDP has been contracted by 7.3% within the period of 2020 to 2021. This is due to the fact of unparalleled effect of the pandemic as well as the containment measures the government as well as the companies of India has taken. So it was noted that Nirmala Sitharaman is not allowing any new currency printing measures in India. But still, 29.87 lakh crore has been invested as a special economic and comprehensive package by the government under the ANB scheme, which is Atmanirbhar Bharat. Under this particular scheme, the India is going to get benefits such as economic growth, much better empowerment in employment schemes, as well as support systems from MSMEs. Support systems from MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium enterprises. So even adversely affected companies due to the COVID are going to get bank benefits out of this particular scheme. Soon, government is still to initiate much more financial institutional related schemes for government companies as well as private companies in India. Here comes another social media update. So Instagram is now making private account as a default setting for 16 years old and below. So Instagram's new update is based on the fact that psychological issues and other cyberbullying issues are faced by teenagers and students below 16 years old. India is one of the most top-rated country across the globe to use Instagram widely. So advertisers were now using this particular feature or the fact to give ads or promotional banners based on the search locations or search results that we do on Google. So now with this particular update on Instagram, students, teenagers as well as young adults below 16 years old can now defaultly use only private account as their opening account. So even potentially suspicious accounts, that is accounts of Instagram holders who were reported as spam or blocked by some other person will not shown in the results of people who you might know. Coming up with another COVID-19 update, Tokyo's COVID-19 cases has raised by 2,848 last week. It was noted that 78 was the affected number of COVID cases in Tokyo, and due to the Olympics inauguration for 4 days, it was noted that 82 cases have been increased. There were also few Delta variants noted in the same. It was also researched that there was no proper testing in the inauguration, as well as only quarter of the Japan's population is vaccinated. Other country athletes such as Netherlands were also affected in this particular transmission. PM of Japan, Yoshihide Suga, has stated that there won't be cancellation of the Olympics, but people are requested to watch the same to TV and not come directly to the venue. Here comes the last news, which is based on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is now coming up with a new update for users based on the archived messages. You must have noted a particular section called archived message where you can hide a particular message of a person in the last section of your page. If a particular message arises on the message box, this is going to come up to the first page. From this particular update, you will still be able to get messages which is not in the first page. So basically, if you are getting a message in the archived chat section, it is still going to remain in the archived messages only. This is going to ensure that user experience is still not compromised. So I hope you have gained some knowledge from my recent news articles. Keep watching SSM Podbox. Thank you all. Stay tuned.